Welcome to Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, I'm the Okay, the weekend, what's happening on the lovely island of St. Maarten? We begin with the news of some stats that we've been putting together as far as accidents and these motorbikes and drivers. I don't know. I'm a bit split between it because 8 persons, 8, have lost their life for the year 2024. 8 persons, road fatalities, according to the police. And now, for the 2025, we already have three persons passed away on a daily basis. Now, it feels it's giving Lent. If you remember, usually during the Lent season, we have a purge that happens in St. Maarten, whereby a number of sacrifices happens, because I was like, what is going on with these accidents? So Olivier is going way too hard. It's like, yo, that's crazy, yo. And then the thing is, what happens is, people are passing away, and this nigger is online going like, I told you, ha ha ha, we're gonna wipe you all out. What? You wanted to represent us, sir? Remember Parliament, somebody passed away, good for their ass. Okay, MP of St. Maarten, no, I want that place to disappear. Oh, okay, you can be a prime minister of nothing. Just like you're the prime minister of your airline. Brum. You get it? Because there's none. Airline. There's no airline. Amazing. All right. Let us continue. We know that during this time, it's frustration time, and many people are dying stupid. Now, who am I just to watch you in your face and say, hey, yo, what's going on? Listen, stop dying now. Or you hold it down. It's getting too wild now. Like, are you just stop it? Relax. Are you always just want to die unexpectedly? Like, then I have to stay in the traffic and wait for 2 hours for the police to write something on top of the pavement. It's like they just come to the crime scene and they just always go like, let's lock up leg 1 for 3 more hours. The new Batmobiles when they're driving around. By the way, I hate that siren. Somebody change it, please. Sound like I don't know, very weak. It's not giving country vibes, because it's just like you're driving around and all you're hearing is wheel, 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 wheel. I was like, geez, what's going on, man? Stewart order them? Take it easy now. Which is possible because general affairs, vehicles, fleet, oh no, that's for government. No, that's actually chief of staff. I gotta see. I think I gotta call Patrice and see if he knows. Anyway, he's just a council minister whisperer. Melissa didn't want the responsibility, so Minister Patrice comes was like, I'll be the whisperer because I speak the language. What the language is, I don't know. I just don't know. We just don't know at all. Anyway, today on the show, we have a lot for you. Let us begin.
a level. What is it?
Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
the
yeah.
QR link.
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Well, yeah. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app though. It's not an app. App, you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app though. All you gotta do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app.
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big bucks.
It's not an app, though. It's not a app. What the It's not a app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch our Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.
Besides being vibrant and naturally beautiful, the Caribbean is filled with diversity and cultural differences. This tropical paradise is a feast for the senses, with its stunning beaches, lush landscapes, and a symphony of languages that reflects the region's rich history and cultural melting pot. Step into the captivating realm where English, Spanish, French, and various dialects dance harmoniously, painting a portrait of diversity unlike any other. From the reggae-infused rhythms of Jamaica to the sizzling salsa beats of Cuba, each syllable resonates with the echoes of history and the spirit of the Caribbean soul. Join us on an exciting linguistic odyssey, where every word is a treasure waiting to be unearthed, and every language is a melody in the symphony of Caribbean culture. Let's embark on this journey together, where the beauty of language intertwines with the allure of paradise. Let's get started. Language versus dialect versus Creole. As always, it's important to frame the context of our exploration before we get started. We all know what language is, but apart from a language, dialects and Creoles are sometimes used interchangeably. It is therefore important to define and understand the differences between a language, a dialect, and a Creole before we get started. Though distinct in definition, language, dialect, and Creole often overlap in reality, making it less clear which is which. Generally speaking, a language is a grand construct of expression, which includes universal words, grammar, symbols, punctuations, etc. English, Swahili, Mandarin, and Arabic are examples of languages, as they are all distinct from each other. And it is languages like these that most people think of when they imagine the word language. On the other hand, a dialect is an offshoot of a language, often based on a specific geographic locale or group of people. Dialects follow the same core rule of a specific language, but often differ in pronunciation, vocabulary, and even grammar from the standard language. However, it maintains intelligibility. In other words, people with different dialects can understand each other. There are dozens of dialects associated with a language, and the delineation between them can often be subjective. Still, if two people can understand each other, it is not considered another language. Finally, we have the more tricky category of creoles. A creole is a unique linguistic phenomenon that emerges from a combination of two or more languages. Their grammar tends to be simplified compared to either parent language, and vocabulary is often the most different as it is taken from various languages. While we will mention some of the Creole languages found throughout the Caribbean, we will not focus on them in today's video, as there are so many. But let us know in the comment section below if you would like to see a future video on them. As you can see, the term language can be nebulous, but generally, language is a comprehensive structure. Dialects echo regional nuances, and creoles embody the harmonious convergence of linguistic influences. So, without further ado, let us look at the various languages you will find throughout the Caribbean. We start with the language of this channel and the one most synonymous with the region, English. The British brought English to the region during the colonial period when the first permanent English colonies were founded at St. Kitts and Barbados. However, you would be surprised to know that English is only the third most spoken language in the Caribbean. While it is the most spoken in terms of the number of countries and territories, due to the relatively small populations of the English-speaking countries, only about 14% of the Caribbean population are English speakers, which equates to about 6 million people. English is the official language of about 19 Caribbean countries and territories, including Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, Barbados, the British Virgin Islands, and the Cayman Islands. In addition, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and Belize also have English as their official language. Other Caribbean countries where English is the official language include St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, Turks and Caicos Islands, Montserrat, and the US Virgin Islands. English is also the official language of Puerto Rico, as it is part of the United States. However, less than 10% of the territory speaks it. English throughout the Caribbean can have a range of dialects, with some drifting so far as to make it difficult for other English speakers to understand. Most notable is Jamaican patois, which can be difficult for even other Caribbean English speakers to understand. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more insightful content like this. Your support means the world to us. Thank you. Next on our list, Spanish is the most spoken language in the Caribbean in terms of the number of speakers. Spanish was introduced to the Caribbean from the first Western discovery of the region by Christopher Columbus in 1492. Landing in what is now called the Dominican Republic, Spanish was the dominant language during the early colonial period, as the British and French had yet to claim any territories nearly a century later. The Caribbean English speakers are vastly outnumbered by Spanish speakers by a ratio of about 4-to-1 due to the high densities of populations on the much larger Spanish-speaking islands. About 64% of Caribbeans speak Spanish as their primary language, and many more are taught in schools. Spanish is the official language of Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico. There are also significant Spanish speakers in Belize, Trinidad and Tobago, and Guyana. About 25 million people in the Caribbean speak Spanish, far surpassing the 6 million English speakers. Now we move to the second largest language in the Caribbean, with an estimated 1/4 of Caribbeans having this as their primary language. Yes, that's right, it's French. Following the Dutch and British footsteps, French settlers arrived in the Caribbean in the 1630s. They established trading ports on Hispaniola, Martinique, and Guadeloupe Islands, among others. In Saint Dominique especially, which was later referred to as Haiti, the French language and culture were rooted, and Haiti remains the largest French-speaking country in the region. There are 5 islands in the Caribbean where French is the official language: Saint Martin, Martinique, Saint Barthélemy, Guadeloupe, and Haiti. French is also the official language of French Guiana in South America, which is sometimes considered part of the Caribbean. All of these islands remain territories of France, except Haiti, the first colony to gain independence in 1804. Apart from these countries, the French also had significant influence on other Caribbean countries, usually where France turned over colonial possession to the British. Nations such as Dominica and St. Lucia, both officially English-speaking, have sizable populations that speak French-based Creole or full French. The last of the most prominent languages spoken throughout the Caribbean is Dutch. Dutch has the smallest percentage of speakers, with only 5% of the Caribbean population. Similar to the other languages, the presence of the Dutch language in the Caribbean can be traced back to the era of European exploration and colonization, particularly during the Age of Discovery in the 15th to 17th centuries. The Dutch made their way to the Caribbean through voyages and strategic acquisitions, leaving a lasting linguistic and cultural imprint on several islands. Dutch is the official language of Aruba, Bonaire, Carriacou, Saba, Saint Eustatius, Saint Maarten, and Suriname. However, it's no longer the dominant language on any of these islands. On the islands of Aruba, Carriacou, and Bonaire, a Creole-based Portuguese, Spanish, and West African languages known as Papiamentu is predominant, while in Saint Maarten, Saba, and Saint Eustatius, English, as well as a local English Creole, are spoken. It is only in Suriname that Dutch remains the dominant language, with over 60% being native Dutch speakers and 20 to 30% speaking Dutch as a second language. Suriname is the only sovereign nation outside Europe where Dutch is the official and prevailing language of government, business, media, and education, though most of the population is proficient in English. While these four are the most spoken languages throughout the Caribbean, others spoken by similar populations also deserve to be mentioned. The first is Papiamentu, a Portuguese-based Creole language spoken in the Dutch Caribbean. It is the most widely spoken language on the Caribbean ABC islands Aruba, Bonaire, and Carriacou. While it is primarily based on colonial-era Portuguese, it integrates Spanish and Dutch into its vocabulary and grammar, making it difficult to understand if one does not have a good command of all of the languages. Though there are different theories about its origins, most linguists believe that Papiamentu emerged from the Portuguese Creole languages that developed on West African coasts, as it has many similarities with Cape Verdean Creole and Guinea-Bissau Creole. Regardless of its origins, this unique language also has a secondary benefit, as its speakers tend to be proficient in base languages, with inhabitants of the ABC Islands typically being able to speak Portuguese, Spanish, English, Dutch, and Papiamentu. Then we have Haitian Creole, which is a French-based Creole language spoken by the majority of Haitians. It is one of the two official languages of Haiti, alongside French. The language emerged from contact between French settlers and enslaved Africans during the Atlantic slave trade in the French colony of Saint-Dominique in the 17th and 18th centuries. Due to the historical difference between Haiti and the rest of the Caribbean, Haitian Creole emerged distinct from other French-based Creoles, like those in St. Lucia, as the country gained independence centuries before the rest of the Caribbean. Although its vocabulary largely derives from French, its grammar is that of a West African Volta-Congo language branch, particularly the Fongbe and Igbo languages. As a result, it is not mutually interchangeable with Standard French and has a distinctive grammar. The use of Haitian Creole has also been contentious, as some see the language as a bastardization of pure French and had been synonymous with the uneducated. In the past, Haitian presidents spoke only Standard French to their fellow citizens, and it was only recently that Haitian Creole was accepted into elementary education. Last, but by no means least, we group the range of indigenous languages still spoken by a few throughout the Caribbean. Unfortunately, many indigenous languages spoken by the Caribbean's earliest inhabitants, such as the Caribs, Taino, and Kalinago people, are no longer spoken in the region and have died out over the years. However, some indigenous people, particularly in the southern Caribbean countries of Guyana and Suriname, still speak their native tongues. Among small communities in Guyana, the native languages such as Akawayo, Makushi, Waiwai, Arawak, Patamona, Wawu, Carib, Wapishana, and Arikuna are spoken by a few people. In Suriname, 11 native languages are listed, including Akurio, Moayana, Worao, and Wayana. The number of speakers of these languages will most likely remain unknown, as many of them are nomadic people who live within the interiors of these countries in the Amazon. However, the biggest communities are estimated to be the languages of Arawakan and Carib descent. As you can see, the Caribbean is a linguistic mosaic, reflecting a kaleidoscope of languages that tell the story of its rich history and cultural diversity. These languages are not just means of communication, but integral parts of Caribbean identity, shaping art, music, and daily life. As the Caribbean evolves, so do its languages, adapting to new influences while preserving their distinctiveness. This linguistic dynamism therefore becomes a living testament to the ongoing dialogue between tradition and innovation. Check out this video about the people of the Caribbean and the ethnic diversity of independent Caribbean countries. We'd love to hear from you. As we've explored the rich linguistic diversity of the Caribbean, we're curious about your experiences and thoughts. Which Caribbean language or dialect resonates most with you and why? Have you ever visited the Caribbean and encountered a language barrier or found a particular dialect particularly fascinating? Share your stories with us. Your insights not only enrich our community's understanding, but also celebrates the unique cultural heritage of the Caribbean. So don't hesitate to drop your comments below and let's keep the conversation going. Your support helps us to continue to bring the beauty of the Caribbean to the world. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to read your comments. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon to turn on the notifications and stay updated with our latest content. Your support helps us keep exploring the vibrant culture of the Caribbean. Thank you for watching. This is Caribbean Focus by Jairi. See you in the next video.
Time for a commercial break. When we come back, more late night. Stay with us.
And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait a bit. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me all that I should know. And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me how to wait to be. To evoke some empathy. And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me how to wait to see. Show me all that I could be.
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the late night show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the late night show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV15.
Thank you, TV15. Make sure to tune in
Make sure to tune in to the late night.
and Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late night.
over 50 years, we've understood the power of connection. Back when connecting St. Maarten to the world seemed impossible, we made it possible. From pioneering international calling to introducing digital mobile services and laying the foundations for fiber optic technology, we've kept you connected wherever life or business takes you. And through it all, we've proudly supported the vibrant culture, traditions, and people that make St. Maarten unique. But that's not where our journey ends. It's where it starts again. With a brand new commitment to connecting you, we've been working tirelessly behind the scenes to improve our services and bring you a better, more reliable network. We've restored the SMPR1 fiber cable that connects St. Maarten to the world, ensuring faster speeds and greater stability. Our mobile platforms are being upgraded, and we've expanded our mobile coverage so you can stay connected wherever you go. Our new customer service system is easier to use and more efficient than ever. Plus, we're continuing to expand our fiber network, bringing you the most advanced internet available. But beyond pioneering technology, we're committed to uplifting our community, because this is our home too. That's why we provide free connectivity to many schools across St. Maarten, equipping the next generation with the tools to connect, learn, and grow. At Tele, proudly local, we're here for today, tomorrow, and every milestone ahead.
All right. Of course, when it comes to the past, we always have to look back and remember where we came from and see from the different mistakes that we continue to make in St. Maarten. Because at the end of the day, at least we are a people that we wake up and we say, you know what? Listen, yesterday was yesterday. We're not going to make the same mistake again. And then it happens again. And then you just have a day of, oh my God. Anyway, let's go into the flashback.
Flashback.
The court is in session. I am your honorable judge, Judge Dick, and I hope you are ready to be judged by the Dick himself. Pause, hold on. That's horrible. Oh my gosh. Anyway, no, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm going with it. Let's go. Pete, it's okay. It's because I'm under Dick, so I should not be ashamed. I should not be ashamed. All right. Now, today's stories are brought to you by the kind courtesy of the Daily Herald, where we illegally download their PDFs. Now, of course, the program is all about what is happening law-wise. And, of course, I'd like to thank my patron for assisting us with actual gobble. I'll get in trouble for this. Next up, I need an alarm, like a siren. Like, give me a siren. A siren would be cool. All right. Let me start off with 17 years is demanded for the chopping up of an ex-new man as the couple slept. That sounds so confusing. Let me say that again. So 17 years of prison is demanded for chopping up. I guess they mean stabbing or with a machete, chopping the person. New partner as the two persons slept. So basically, crazy ex-boyfriend shows up at the house, sees the new man and his ex sleeping. First of all, how did you get in the house? Secondly, you weird for you standing somewhere and watching them sleep. Like, you seeing them sleep, they can't even defend themselves, and you just out here chopping people who's sleeping? Like, at least wake them up and say, hello, Clarice. Like, at least. But you just going to see them sleeping like, and you just say like Pete, give me the horror sound, please. Wow. Anyway, according to the Daily Herald, a man, J. LSF, 29 years old. 29 years old, man, you ain't even young. You just, that ain't a young and dumb thing. That ain't a first love type of thing. You 30 years, partner, almost 30, practically 30. In 2024, you're considered 40 because 30 is the new 40 and 20 is the new 25. I know, confusing. All right. Now, he's facing 17 years in prison for allegedly breaking into his ex-girlfriend's home in the middle of the night and viciously attacking her new boyfriend with the machete. At the time, the two adults at F's one-year-old daughter, Lord, one-year-old daughter were asleep on the same bed. No, man. No, man. Cap. No. That's horrible. That's horrible. You see your one-year-old daughter, the woman that pushed it out, you literally gave her those seeds, and one of them actually brought your daughter to this world, and somebody who borrowed her for the time being. And you just decide to swing while your daughter's sleeping on the bed? Come on, man. No, man. The new boyfriend, who had only started seeing the woman some 3 months ago, told police that he had a bad feeling and did not want to sleep over at the woman's home in Cold Bay during the overnight hours between August 17th and the 18th, 2023. This, for bonding, turned out to be right as he woke up around 12:30 a.m. to the sound of the bedroom door being kicked in. Sound like a Stephen King type of book here, boy. Pete, give me some horror music, boy. This is getting interesting. Now, barging into the room was a man he recognized as F, who had been with the woman for several years. He said F had started swinging the machete, bringing down the first blow into his chest. Ooh. Oh. I never could understand why man could do that now. Like, I understand on one side that you are emotionally drawn in, but we getting into the days whereby women got us kidnapping and they got us swinging machetes and hurting them because they don't want to be with us. Like, what's going on? What happened to the 80s and 90s babies? Like, they got more fishes in the sea, finding Nemo. Like, what's going on? Like, everybody just so sensitive and wants to, it's the girl or the woman says, oh, I don't want to be with you. And you're like, we gonna all die together. We all die. If no, you can't be with me, nobody, we can take it, everybody dies. Like, wait, what? Your life is over? You're 30 years old. Gopel is real, boy. Gopel. Anyway. The woman told the police that she had awakened to the sound of her boyfriend screaming. It's not funny, but it's not funny. Hold on. No, the reason why I'm laughing, understand, is because the woman probably was sleeping, like dead sleeping, and all of a sudden she hearing, ah! It's not funny, but I could imagine the composure somebody would have who is in pain, getting swung with a machete. I get it, I understand, because I would have screamed like I would scream like a man too. But at least I would be like, ouch, or like, oh, you know, I don't know about,
A few moments later.
oh, okay, okay, this is serious, let me continue. Oh, good luck, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. The woman told the police that she had awakened to the sound of her boyfriend's scream. And realized her hand had also been cut. The prosecutor speculated that her hand had probably been resting on the man's chest as they slept, and the first blow had struck her as well. How she didn't wake up though? Somebody cut me and I sleep and I waking up. Okay, the woman has poor vision and did not have her glasses. However, she told police that she still knew that the attacker was F because she recognized his body shape, posture, and long dreaded locks. The boyfriend grabbed the machete, and although the sharp edge cut off a portion of his, of his what? Oh my God, of his what? Page 10, where are you? Hold on. Oh, shucks, they even have pictures here. Okay. Oh, okay. So cut off his thumb. Ouch. Ooh. Okay. And middle finger started to wrestle with his attacker. You better. According to the boyfriend, this is when F called for help and a second machete-wielding man. What in the twist of what going on? What, a second man? What? Okay, hold on there. According to the boyfriend, this is when F called for help and a second machete-wielding man entered the room and started swinging. He said F had gotten loose and joined the other man in chopping his head, chest, neck, and arms. What in the hell? As the attack continued, the woman took up her and F infant's daughter and ran into the bathroom and locked the door. How you just gonna leave the man there? She just checked out. Take the daughter and run to the bathroom, click, click. I mean, it makes no sense for everybody to die. So, I mean, every man for himself, or woman. And that's the woman that you picked, my friend. The one that leaves you with your chest, your thumb, and everything cut off. We gotta make better choices in life. Emergency services. Oh, suddenly the two perpetrators stopped and fled the scene. Emergency service later rushed to the boyfriend to St. Maarten Medical Center in critical condition. Oh, there was almost no part of his body that had not been stabbed or cut. Needless to say, the injuries could have been fatal. The prosecutor said the fact that this man is there today can be called a miracle. And you see the pictures. Put it full screen, Pete. These are the two persons. Charged with murder, F denied any involvement in the late-night home invasion and brutal machete assault during his trial in the court of first instance on Wednesday gone. I'm just a hard-working man that looks out for my kids, F told the judge. Sitting next to him during Wednesday's trial was suspected accomplice JSH, and the prosecutor asked to the judge to sentence H to 15 years in prison. Ooh. Considering it legally proven that he was the second attacker. Despite F's complete denial, H told the court that he had dropped F at the woman's house that night because the other man had to pick up some of his things from the ex's home. H said he had been waiting outside and suddenly F and her boyfriend came out of the house fighting. The suspected accomplice said he had broken up the fight and left the scene with F. He said that he had only seen a little bit of blood and had not seen F with a machete in his hands. When the judge asked why the pair had trekked through the bushes to get to the home instead of using the road, H said that they had been taking a shortcut. He also told the court that he did not find it strange that F was trying to collect his belongings in the middle of the night. F lawyers, Ms. Barry, and H lawyer Safira, that's Ibrahim, right? Yeah, Ibrahim pleaded for their client's acquittals for insufficient legal and convincing evidence. Among other things, they questioned the surveillance camera footage and argued that the case file does not show that there was a murder plan. Barry also considered the prosecutor's demand for 17 years to be disproportionately high. I have had cases where the victim died and the defendant has not gotten 17 years, she said. Both victims submitted compensation claims during the Wednesday trial, and the ex-girlfriend is asking for pain and suffering from running into the bathroom. The ex-girlfriend is asking for 50,000 guilders in immaterial damages, citing the nightmares and flashbacks she has been suffering since the attack. The boyfriend is requesting $8,610 in lost wages because his injuries are preventing him from fully doing his job. He also asked for an additional $10,000 for immaterial damages. Yeah. I would too. Like, nah, my back, my neck, everything. Like, I can't move, I can't breathe, I can't do nothing. Pay me, bitch. Pay me. All right. I can't even hold a toothbrush properly, the boyfriend told the court, holding up his mutilated left hand. Oof. I just want justice because they altered my whole life. The judge will render a verdict on February the 28th. Now, overwhelming. It was evident that F and the H went into the woman's home with the premeditated plan to kill her new boyfriend, the prosecutor argued, describing the evidence against the defendants as overwhelming. In addition to the victims clearly pointing the finger at F, the prosecutor supported this argument with DNA evidence items found on the getaway route, witness testimony, and compilation of surveillance camera footage. The footage was shown during Wednesday's trial and depicted a silver Hyundai Accent picking up someone from F's relative's home around 11:20 p.m. The relative later confirmed to police that F had been staying there. Cameras from the variety of the locations tracked the vehicle in Colby when it turned into the woman's road at 11:45 p.m. The car turns around and parks on the next street, and the prosecutor argues that this was F and H checking to see whether anyone was home at the woman's home. A couple of minutes later, a surveillance camera on the street captures two men climbing over a set of discarded wooden pallets to get into the bush behind the woman's house. The men were not wearing face masks, and two police officers identified F and H as the two on the screen. At 12:30 a.m., the two men are seen returning out of the bushes, one man now wearing a white face mask, losing his right slipper on the pile of pallets and hobbles towards the vehicle. Exactly 1 minute before, the woman had called 911 and reported that her boyfriend had been chopped up. Authorities later recovered the lost slipper, and a DNA test revealed that the blood found on the piece of footwear belonged to the boyfriend. Surveillance footage then tracked the silver Hyundai heading toward Marigot. F relative told police that the man had asked to be picked up from Marigot, and surveillance footage depicted this person leaving their home at 12:45 a.m. The relative testified that F had been very quiet when he got into the car and asked to be taken to Oyster Pond to wash himself in the sea and throw away his clothes. They also said that F had confessed to chopping up another man. Dutch and French police later searched Oyster Pond and found clothing in an area described by the relative. But damn, family boy. Yeah, they was like, I ain't getting in trouble for you, nigga. No, 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 no. Okay, it's an oyster pond. This is where you find the clothes. Yes, he told me he did it. Am I free to go, officers? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Je t'aime français. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I ain't doing that. F told the court that the relative is lying, but the prosecutor questioned why the relative would lie and use such specific details. As for H, he admitted to the court on Wednesday that he lost his slipper, and however, the prosecutor did not believe his story of standing outside and had participated in the attack. He based his argument on H's internet search history, which showed that around 11:45 a.m., or just 75 minutes after the attack, he Googled how to stop deep cut on finger from bleeding. What's going on with this story? I need to read these things before I come on the air now because I already, bitch, I already put it. Ladies and gentlemen, listen carefully. Please, listen carefully. Please, please, no. Please, please, please. You see that phone you have? It is the most dangerous device you can have when you are committing a crime. Police, no matter if you clear it, you clear the catches, you restart it, you do whatever. No. Digital marks are a real thing. And there is software out there. And I know the police or YouTube or Facebook ain't gonna like this and they might take this down. So I'll say this is for educational purposes. But they can track it. They can look at it. They can see where you was, what you Googled. Because some people would Google how to get away with murder. They catch your phone, they know exactly what time you checked it, what result, what you read. You have no idea what these softwares can do. So stop Googling. Might as well you had say, Alexa, please check for me how to heal a thumb deep cut. Like it's a real thing now. Like they would know, they would see it. People, please. How the hell did he Google that boy? That's hilarious. Okay. H denied that that the injuries on his hand were from the attack, saying that he had fallen in the bush and cut himself. Oh, and that's why he Googled it. Mm-hmm. The most shocking part of all is that they were doing this in front of the 1-year-old daughter. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about still though. Who had to witness her father trying to kill a sleeping man, said the prosecutor. What kind of father does something so horrific in front of his own child? A father who loves the mother very much and is not over the fact that it's over. Mm-hmm. That's why you lock the door and you change the locks. It actually works because you can't trust these niggas out here. Mm-mm. Crazy violent. The police database, the police database contains no less than 25 reports of violent incidents between F and the woman who described their relationship as crazy violent. I don't understand. You know, I blame the police. If you have 25 reports of me and my woman fighting on a constant basis, you don't think the end result would be eventually either the woman going to do it or the man going to do it? I upset. Commercial break time. We'll be right back. 25 times this woman and this man either filed a report for or against or together or people from the outside, like 25 reports. What's going on with domestic violence? Oh, sorry. What is going on with domestic violence in St. Maarten? It's to an all-time high, and people are getting more drastic. They do say that the craziest ones is the sweetest. What does that mean? I don't know. Just ask my 5 baby mothers, who are all crazy, by the way. All loco, loca, nuts. But they all got child for me. What does that say about St. Maarten? That we don't like nice women. We like a challenge. They say if you don't bang me, you don't bang me up, you don't love me. I know that's what they say, Anguilla. But I think St. Maarten is getting there now, because you'll have women going like, if my man ain't dominant, and if he ain't putting me in my place, choking me up and slapping me up a little bit, I don't want him. Wait, what? What you just say? Nobody's strangling nobody. Wait, what? Like, no, but you know what I mean? Like strangle, but not like strangle to kill me. Like strangle until I pass out. You from Rambo? What's going on with you? Just to wrap up the story, according to the prosecutor, he has even saved F numbers on her mobile phone under the name Diablo. For those who don't know what Diablo is, Google it. Well, yeah, apparently they'll see that you Googled Diablo. It just means the devil. Oh, that's hilarious. So according to the prosecutor, she even saved the F number under her name, under her mobile as Diablo. That's crazy, because most of my baby mothers on my phone is Satan, actually. I should change that. Oh, that's giving me back. Crazy vibes. Exactly 6 days before the attack, the boyfriend had filed a complaint against F because he had found the man looking through the windows. The boyfriend said F has been brandishing a knife and had started arguing. The woman told the police that around this time, she also received messages from the unknown number, which she believed came from F. Her new boyfriend was mentioned by name, and in one message I read, "I would cut your throat with a smile." How the hell was just going to end the story like that, boy? I want more! This is sad, but interesting, because we're highlighting domestic violence in St. Maarten. And if you have a problem out there, call 911. Just call 25 times, because apparently they don't do nothing before that. Listen, this was a mouthful. I did not expect this to be so long. This was supposed to be a little 10-minute segment, but this was a roller coaster. Daily Herald, thank you so much. This is gold. That was big court session. My final thoughts on this situation is the following. Get yourself a crazy woman. Yeah, women out there, be a little bit more spontaneous. Just get a new man and let him sleep next to you. Role play. I don't condone the violence, though. It's ridiculous. That is it for the Dick Court. Thank you so much for watching. Until next week, have a good one. Bye-bye. Court is finished. That is it for the Late Night Show. Thank you so much for watching. Until tomorrow, do have a safe and pleasant one.